Okay.
Wouldn't it suck to hang a print at a client's location and then all of a sudden you electrocute yourself?
I think
would
it
imagine that
would
would
actually be
suck.
worse for the client because they're going to have to clean up. Yeah. All right.
Closing
all doors.
Close all the doors.
Crisp, cool December evening.
This is Cyber Week too. So this is a December evening.
Yeah. Well,
Wait.
strictly speaking, it's November 30th. It's December in like 4 hours. Let's call it 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's forget we even said that. It's December already.
Yeah.
Because, this is the magic of video.
There's no way we're gonna get this video out in November.
No,
so happy December.
I'm fast, but not that fast.
Happy December, guys.
Yeah. And so, what do we want to talk about? We're going to talk about, since it's the holiday season, people are shopping for stuff for everybody you care about, but hopefully you care about yourself a little bit.
Oh,
which is, did you gift yourself anything as like, your own personal holiday gift, photography themed thing? And you've been like frothing to talk about whatever it is
for
that you
giving.
got. Yeah.
To yourself as well. So
you're going to say giving a crap.
No. So hello guys, I'm Spencer Pablo.
I'm Scott Davenport.
Great to see you. To see you. So like we said, this is Cyber Week. We're kind of on the tail end of the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday thing. And so, man, there were some deals. I usually, like before, I really cared about going through all the ads and looking for things to buy. I remember like spending a bunch at Home Depot on like Ryobi stuff because I was like, oh dude, $80 on like batteries.
Drill.
Oh yeah, this awesome tool cabinet or something like that. But you know what? Maybe like the past 3 years, I didn't care so much. I don't open up any of those ads, and if something happens to come up, and I'm like, hey, that's a great deal, I'll go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
So I didn't look at any ads. Did you?
No, not at all. I mean, Black Fridays and that whole week has been kind of a weird thing. Outside of photography, I run another business with my wife, and it's all about toy sales. So it's usually a really big time of year.
Oh.
This is the first year we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. We didn't click anything. We just,
So it's pretty laid back.
We're gonna take a pass on this one and relax. But yeah, so it was refreshing not to be trying to find the ad and trying to find the best deal, and it was cool. Yeah, but there were some good things to be had. So
do tell.
So well, for me, I gifted myself an infrared conversion. So my A7R is currently in transit.
Where to?
To Life Pixel. They're up in Washington.
I've heard good stuff about them.
I've heard very good things about them. Something I've been toying with doing for a while. My original plan was going to be to convert the A6000 that I have. But I ended up with 2 other full-frame bodies. And so I was like, well, I'm probably going to want, this will be like more serious thing for me. So why don't I go ahead and convert the full frame? Because otherwise it's just going to be sitting on my desk. And, I still prefer the A6000 as a nice little walk-around camera, really light. You put the 50mm on it, and it's just...
Oh yeah, and also the AF performance is
just featherweight. So that's what I did. I decided. A lot of people I see get like the I think they call it the super color, conversion. It all has to do with the wavelengths of light that get let into the camera.
Nerd alert.
And nerd alert. Yeah. So I'm talking.
Oh, here
like,
my nerd meter's going off. I wonder there must be a nerd nearby.
Well, it's funny. I'm talking like I'm an expert on this. I haven't even clicked the shutter yet on an infrared camera. But, having to read all about it because it's a permanent change to the camera.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, I ended up going with just like deep black and white because that's what I like. When I see infrared photos, I don't like the color ones.
I
just
totally
don't like the color ones.
Totally agree.
And so I was like, well, why would I do that to myself? And it makes, not that the post-processing becomes complex, but it's 1 or 2 more steps to do. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go just with the straight black and white.
Now, did they have like a Black Friday?
So this has been on my radar for months.
Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it's been on my radar for months. I mean, people that visit my blog, I've talked about this a bunch over the course of the year. And they had a, say 15%. I was like, that's healthy.
Done.
Yeah, that's healthy. It's like, all right, today's the day. And that was, I think that was like the Tuesday after Black Friday or something, part of their Cyber Week thing. I was like, great, it's on its way, and I shall hopefully have it before I head out to Death Valley at the end of the year. So
how long does it normally? Did they tell you how long it would take?
Usually takes them about a week
Okay.
to convert it. Of course, I'm having to send it to them, and so it's taking time to get shipped and come back and all that kind of stuff. But it should be in my hands well before.
Wise choice doing with the A7R. I was actually thinking about doing that with my A7R.
Yeah.
And then I sold it. And I was like, well, good thing I didn't do it then.
A bit harder to sell, maybe.
Yeah. But the A7R is, I think it's the perfect camera of your arsenal to go ahead and do that too.
Well, I wasn't going to do it with one of the R2s. Those, no. I've gotten so attached to having each of my favorite lenses attached to either body.
Uh-huh. No, keep talking.
Yeah, and I'm the nerd.
Keep talking. Look, it's a whale tail.
I get that. Oh, God, the whole idea of you with a whale tail.
Okay.
It's just gross.
Wait, what?
Oh, good, I'm glad it's gone. You don't know the... different conversation. We'll not talk about that on the podcast.
Me with a whale
anyway,
tail.
What was it? Yeah, I mean, I've really gotten accustomed to having, my 16-35, the 24-70.
Sure.
The same bodies are there, not switching lenses
Sure.
in the field. I'm at the beach all the time. It's been, oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. It's a great luxury to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the two camera choices left was the A6 or
Good.
the A7R.
Good choice.
I switched it.
Good
So what
choice.
about you? What have you given yourself? Because you like getting new gear like every other day, it seems to me. You've always got some.
Between the two, I am the gear guy.
Oh God,
I am the gear guy.
So here's the meter. It's kind of.
Yeah, I think I'm in a whole nother echelon of gear lust. But I've been good this year with all the new stuff that Sony came out with and DJI came out with, and a whole bunch of these companies. Mm-hmm. I did pretty well. I was like, you know what? I'm holding on to my venerable A5100, A7R2s. They're several years old. They suit me just fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I played with the A9 at the condo event at I want to say the spring of this year. And I was like, wow, that
was in the spring. God, it seems like it was just yesterday.
I know, and it's almost 2018.
Holy
Sorry,
cow.
dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy me an A7R3.
I had a suspicion
I'm going to buy me an
one.
A7R3 because, the playing with the A9 was nice, but I got so spoiled with 42 megapixels. So when the A7R3 came out, mm-hmm. you took the high resolution and then you had the AF performance. That was a no-brainer.
Sure.
So what surprised me though was what else I got on Black Friday. I bought an A6000.
Really?
I bought an A6000. Let me explain why. It's actually not for me. It's for my daughter.
Okay.
So my daughter has been shooting with an A5100, which I blog or vlog with on occasion. Mm-hmm. It's a great camera. It doesn't have a viewfinder, but because she always watches her parents take pictures, she's getting used to bringing a camera up to her face. And it's adorable when you see it because she's trying to hunt for the viewfinder that doesn't exist on A5100.
It's like the LCD is now in front of her eye.
Yeah. And I'm like, well,
everything's so big.
You've been so great this year. I'm going to go get you an A6. So I got that one.
That is nice.
But then I also got another A5100 because I think another A5100 because my wife, I was like, you know what? I think if you want to vlog or something like that, here it is. What else? A drone.
You got a drone?
I bought a drone.
Well, you've had drones before.
Yeah, so the opening of this particular, our
when we're walking into the car and you see us
that
overhead.
was shot with a little DJI Spark. That thing is so much fun. Mm-hmm. It's really little, but I think I really miss shooting in RAW. Because it doesn't shoot in RAW. It shoots in JPEG.
I know very little. I mean, the episode we did with Aldrin was my first real encounter with a drone, and it was mostly me watching him do really cool stuff with the fly.
He is the drone master.
Yeah.
So he was flying around with a Mavic Pro.
Okay.
And when that one came out, it was $1,000.
Wow. Yeah.
That was $1,000, and I was like, so much of San Diego is a no-fly zone. I don't want to spend $1,000 to only fly it in like a tiny little bit. And by the way, you know how hard it is to find a place to fly in San Diego.
That's one of the reasons I haven't gotten one, because I'm either shooting here or more often than not I'm in a national park. But tell me about the one you got, because I have a question for you about it.
So I got the Mavic Pro because it was like 20% off. It was $809.
Okay.
B&H essentially reached out of my monitor, looked for the wallet on top of the shelf, found it, and said, "See you never."
Yeah.
And just like took it back because not on top.
Belongs to me now.
Yeah. On top of that, batteries for the drone. They're like $80 a piece.
They're $80
or $90.
Sure.
And you can't have just one extra. You got to buy a couple.
Well, you get about like 15 minutes on average flight time on a single charge?
Oh, that's on the Spark. On this one here, it's like 20-ish, 20-some minutes. What else did I... Oh, dude, I got this weird, like, stud sensor on steroids.
I'm just gonna pause for a moment. I got one thing. We're on, like, item number 4 from Gear Man.
Hey, man, it's all about the economy, and I love supporting the economy. I love America. I'm gonna single-handedly do this.
I see it. I see it happening. I see it happening now.
So no, I bought this. It's this weird. It's made by this company called Wallabot, I think. So what happens is it's like a stud sensor on steroids, where you connect it onto your phone and you drag it around your wall. You tell it, "Hey, I'm a drywall," or "I'm concrete," and then it tells you where the stud is as well as where electrical is at, and it gives you like a graphical representation. And I was like, dude, I think it's normally $150.
The idea for this is so that when you're going to hang a print, you know where to not hit your wall.
Correct. Oh, man. Okay. Wouldn't it suck to hang a print at a client's location and then all of a sudden you electrocute yourself?
I think would imagine that would be worse for the client because they're going to have to clean up.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's very true. So yeah, I literally read you, and there's more, but I'm going to stop. I literally read you my invoice over the past few days from just one location. There's Target. Oh my God, Target had a 15% off sale on Cyber Monday. Anything you bought, 15% off. Adorama.
Oh my gosh.
So,
man.
but I did this without leaving my house.
Well, that's like the blessing and the curse. Yeah. Is that you can do so much damage without putting on socks.
I can't stand irate consumers, man.
I did read that this was the first year that I guess the projection was that more people were shopping from home.
I believe it. I totally believe it.
I mean, I guess across the U.S. at least.
Gotta have my drink.
But go for it. But yeah, so that's funny. I mean, because I know, one of my resolutions for 2016 was less gear, and I think about what did I do. I still feel like I got a lot. I mean, I upgraded my camera line primarily. Mm-hmm. I mean, but when I think about it, I bought 3 cameras over the course of the year. Two A7R Mark IIs, and then the little RX0. That's a lot for me.
Yeah.
Most everything else, it was just, I'll call it in the noise. I need memory card because one died, or that kind of stuff. But that's, I basically can't hold a candle to your purchasing power and your fueling.
Just when my credit card statement comes in, man. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like, "Are you serious? That's what I spent at Best Buy, at B&H?" Yeah. Oh man.
So maybe if we close this out with what is it now that you've gotten all this stuff and you've gotten a good deal on it? Is there something still that you're like, well, this is the next thing I might want to go get?
You know what? I try to say that I'm happy with what I have, and Thanksgiving, man. I am thankful for what today's.
Sure. Yeah.
Thankful Thursday, I think, is actually what they refer to today.
Oh, the Thursday after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so I'm thankful for everything that I have. Is there something else I want that is a consumer product? I can't... Oh, lighting.
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 Now for, like
studio lighting. Yeah, studio
work.
work. Yeah. So, yeah. Huh? I have my eye on a few things. There's there's a company called Interfit. That makes this thing called the Honey Badger. It's like an adorable, cute little light. And it's yellow. I think it's yellow. It's called the Honey Badger. I mean, friggin' that's cool.
Yeah.
Right? And it's fairly inexpensive. And I was just like, I was hoping they would have a Black Friday deal. but they didn't. But I'm still gonna go pick them up after I see the statement that I get. I'm like, do I want one? Do I want two? Or maybe I can go wait till 2018. I don't know. We'll see. How about you?
2018. It's like 3 weeks now. Oh, hey, it's 2018.
Yeah, I know. So I know you wanted to like tighten with regards to all the gear that you get for 2017.
For me, it's like gear is there needs to be a purpose, and it's not just let me put it this way: if you're out there and you see a piece of gear, and you're like, well, I like this. That's awesome for you. But for me, it needs to be like addressing a gap or a hole in my photography or something that I can't do. And I mean, I didn't even hold true to that this year, but I'm racking my brain going, is there anything else that I go, yeah, I need to get this? The only thing that comes to mind is, and I'll consider it a luxury item, it's actually a roller attachment for the printer that I have. And the idea is that I would be able to print my own panos. I have one of San Diego downtown I took at the beginning of 2017, which I know will look great large, and I just haven't plunked down the money that it would cost to print it really big.
It begs the question then. I mean, like, why would you... Because this is something I struggle with. Like, if there's something that I know that I can buy, but I know I'm going to use it so infrequently, I rent it.
So that's fair, yeah.
Or if it's a print, why don't you send it to a print shop? Is it something that you see yourself doing frequently, printing panos?
I don't know. And it's one of those. I mean, large would be, relatively speaking, it would be a maximum of 17 inches on the one side, and then of course as long as it's going to print out.
By the way, when you do 17 inches, you don't want to do it down here. You want to do it kind of like up in this space.
Okay, yeah.
Because when you're down here and you're like 17 inches.
You know what? We're going to just say that you can't see the camera.
Okay.
Okay, whale tail. I'll get back to that later.
Okay. I think in my mind I know what whale tail.
10-year-old Spencer keeps coming out every show.
Man.
In any event,
17
so
inches.
would I print it very often? Probably not, and that's, I think, in the back of my mind. That's one of the reasons I just haven't done it.
Sure.
I mainly got the printer at home for what I call archive printing.
Okay.
Where the worst of the worst happens.
Yeah.
There's a bank vault with a stack of actual printed photos that I will have some representation of my work.
Okay.
And hopefully that never happens. Yeah.
But you have a hard copy of this.
It's a physical print.
Okay.
8x10s, they're usually cropped because of the way the sensors work and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it's one of those. I think I'm still about a year and a half behind. Going through and just printing off my favorite pieces, my favorite work, so that there is something. And eventually, eventually I won't be here anymore. I'm sure no one's going to go, oh, great, Grandpa's Lightroom catalog. Let me go and have some fun with it.
So that's why you want a hard copy.
There'll be some actual photos people can go look at.
Oh,
because
I got you.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it. But also, if the worst of the worst happens, and I don't know, the house goes and the backup disk had a problem or whatever it might be. There's always something physical that remains.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard of that particular method, because I'm doing the opposite. If there's something I want to last forever, I digitize it.
And forever is probably an unattainable goal.
Right. You guys know what I mean.
I'm not worried about file formats or any stuff like that.
Sure.
It's really just a matter of it's something physical. And it does look pretty darn awesome when something's printed out.
I totally agree.
But it's everything.
I totally agree.
Everything is really just a matter of having something else.
Yeah.
Something else represented. Because put them in a book or something like that.
I like that idea, but I think that romanticized, great grandkids going through the attic, seeing great grandfather's stuff. I think that might change in the next generation or two.
Oh, I would almost guarantee it. Yeah,
I think it's going to be like I googled my great-grandfather.
I'm thinking about our attic, which is empty. There is nothing in the attic. My kids get a kick out of seeing photos that my parents will send, have sent from times like, oh, here's Scott when he was 4 years old or whatever. They think it's great for a few minutes, but then it's having the volumes of family albums and so forth. I don't think that. I see that happening in the future.
Let us know what you guys do. I mean, if you digitize or if you print, if you have a hard copy of something, if you have it in a bank vault somewhere, Let us know, because I am curious to find
Maybe
out.
I'm the only guy that's doing this.
Maybe you are.
Yeah, I am a trailblazer.
Wow.
Man. All right. Well, cool.
Well,
do you
I only took one sip of this episode. I don't need to pee right now.
But
it is getting warm in here.
It is getting a little steamy.
It is getting humid.
Yep.
So you guys, Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah.
Happy holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, whatever it is you celebrate.
Yeah.
Have at it. New Year's.
What's the Seinfeld one? Happy...
Oh, Festivus.
If you do
Festivus.
that, handle that.
So we should go have the airing of grievances.
Yes, we should. You guys take care. We'll see you guys in a
Cheers.
little bit.
See you next time.
Take care. Archiving, huh? That way. Wow.
Yeah.